Now let's see if everything is working smoothly. This is our dashboard, which is now getting loaded, and I don't see any errors at any of these pages. So basically, we've built this entire app using vibe coding. We started by setting up our environment, figuring out our requirements, exploring different ways to gather what we needed. Then we moved on to building the database. From there, we vibe coded our way through the front end, back end, and of course, we did some debugging to get everything run smoothly. Now, normally, an app like this would have taken a full team, back end devs, front end devs, a project manager, and a lot of time. But with vibe coding, we pulled it off in just a few hours. So that's the power of vibe coding. Now let's jump in to see the UI. Let's go to the transaction tab and try to add a transaction. Purchased a book. So our transaction got added successfully. Now let's go to dashboard and see if we are able to see this transaction coming up. So we added this transaction and it's there now. Now let's go to add transaction and let's add a transaction. Now we have this coming up here. Okay, we can also see the total income, total expense. So all the ones that we added, which was in, all the amount that was out, and the net savings. We had some transactions already added. For example, monthly salary for the incoming transaction, and a few which are outgoing. We can also see some recurring payments. I saw the logic of recurring payments. It's coming up when a transaction repeats every month for at least 3 times. Unusual transaction when it's like very deviated from the average we spend. There are saving suggestions. So we vibe coded this product, but we did not dig into a lot of details about each feature. Whereas if this was a real application, we would have taken each feature and then we would have explained it like in full details, and then we would have like implemented it. But since we're just learning how to vibe code, we let Roo do it for us. Now here we saw this add transaction. Now we have this option to upload a receipt, and then from that receipt, the transaction should appear in our transactions list. So let's try uploading the file. Okay, this is a receipt from Amazon. So here we have this total 801 and some addresses and some other information. Let's try to upload and see if this transaction is now getting reflected. So this file got added. We should be able to see this transaction in our transactions list. So we have this print this page for your record. So, but the amount it's capturing is correct. The receipt name was this, or like it is capturing this from the receipt. We can refine the logic anytime. So upload we saw. Now next is voice input. So here what should happen is if we give this voice input in this format, then it should be able to fetch the details and should be able to create a transaction out of that. So I saw the code. This feature is not fully explored by Roo-Code. It's just it's we can use different LLM model like text or audio to text model or voice to text model to actually convert the voice into text and then fetch the information from the text. But right now it's working for this like dummy data. So if I say I spent $49.99 at Trader Joe's for groceries yesterday, and if I click on process audio, it should detect the transaction, the amount, the date, the merchant category, and the description. And then when I click on create transaction, it should create the transaction. But since the voice to text and this feature is not fully developed, we need to look into it and we need to develop it using some AI model and make it work. So this you can try it out yourself if you want to, but this is how it should work and how we should be able to create a transaction out of it. So now we have this dashboard, and this dashboard gets updated based on the data that we insert. Okay, so we can see the up percentage and all of these details on this dashboard. But yeah, we can always modify it based on what's our requirements. So this was it for the demo. I hope you have enjoyed the vibe coding with me with Roo-Code. So see you in the next section. Bye.